Dinosaurs. You loved them when you were small, and since you're watching this video, chances are you still do. And you know what? I don't blame you. I do too. They were incredible creatures, and in this video I will explain what there is to know about them in just about 5 minutes. Dinosaurs were a group of reptiles that lived during the Mesozoic era, from around 230 to 66 million years ago, meaning these animals roamed the Earth for around 160 million years. In comparison, we, the Homo sapiens, have lived for only about 300,000 years. For most of their extremely long time on this Earth, they were the dominant land animals and practically defined their era. The term dinosaur was coined by the British paleontologist Sir Richard Owen in the year 1842, years after Megalosaurus became the first dinosaur to be scientifically described in 1824. Translated from Greek, the term dinosaur means terrible lizard. From a scientific point of view, the name is actually not accurate, as dinosaurs, though reptiles, were not in the same group as lizards. While lizards were squamates, dinosaurs were archosaurs, making them more closely related to crocodilians and even birds. Birds are actually a special case, as they are considered avian dinosaurs, while what's commonly understood as dinosaurs are non-avian dinosaurs, all of which are now extinct. Not all prehistoric reptiles were actually dinosaurs, however. This includes flying reptiles, known as pterosaurs, and marine reptiles, including ichthyosaurs or plesiosaurs. All known dinosaurs reproduced by laying eggs, and contrary to popular belief, many dinosaur species likely had metabolic rates similar to modern-day birds rather than to other reptiles. Of course, our knowledge of dinosaurs is primarily based on their fossils. The Mesozoic era, as well as each of its periods, will all get their own videos, but for now, these creatures lived in all three periods of the era, first emerging in the late Triassic period, dominating ecosystems in the Jurassic period, and defining the Cretaceous period. During the Triassic period, the dinosaurs spread across the supercontinent of Pangaea, which broke apart into smaller landmasses and continents 201 million years ago, leaving dinosaurs isolated in various landmasses all around the world. Indeed, dinosaurs have been discovered in all continents, including Antarctica. Dinosaurs also lived in all sorts of environments, from forests to deserts to tundras. All of this allowed dinosaur groups to evolve in unique ways that adapted to their environment. At the end of the Cretaceous period, the dinosaurs went extinct, which I will cover in detail in another video. Dinosaurs were incredibly diverse, and we discover new species every year. For now, we know of nearly 1,000 genera and over 1,000 species, which came in all shapes and sizes. There were carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores which fed on both meat and plants. Some looked very similar to each other, while some were totally different. Some were the size of a chicken, while others were the length of a blue whale and weighed more than a dozen elephants. Dinosaurs are divided into two basic divisions, the Saurischia and Ornithischia. Saurischhians include theropods, which were mostly carnivorous groups, and also sauropods and birds. Ornithischians mainly include herbivorous groups, including Ceratopsia, Stegosauria, and Ankylosauria. All sorts of unique traits could be found in various dinosaurs, from the Ankylosaurus' powerful tail club, to the Spinosaurus' iconic sail on its spine, to the Velociraptor's curved claw, and to the Nigersaurus having around 500 teeth. For the last few decades, we've known that many dinosaur species had feathers, with the discovery of Sinosauropteryx in 1996 providing clear evidence for the theory. Though Archaeopteryx was discovered more than a century prior in 1861, it wasn't considered a dinosaur at first, but rather a primitive bird. An Urvogel. This, of course, strengthened the idea that modern-day birds are descendants of dinosaurs. Though the dinosaurs have been extinct for 66 million years, they still remain one of the most fascinating groups of animals to ever live. Through their fossils, we have been learning more and more about them and what their world was like. In a way, dinosaurs haven't actually completely disappeared, as today's birds, or avian dinosaurs, are living descendants of the creatures that once ruled the world for over 100 million years.